How you doing, guys, and welcome to yet another Toolbox TV. Right now I'm just finishing up on the slides for Friday's meeting, which I'm really looking forward to. At the meeting we're going to cover the whole aspect of social media, and in particular how we can use social media locally to pick up some new customers and to keep in contact with our existing customers. But that's not what I want to talk to you about right at the moment. What I want to talk to you about at the moment is something that I'm sure I've covered probably on webinars and perhaps spoken to you individually on one-to-ones about. But it's a little tip that a trick, if you like, that I use this time of the year. And I have been using for several years, and it's served me very well. And it's all wrapped around the whole Christmas period, but without having to actually advertise yourself, you are getting your name right in front of estate agents and letting agents. That is, of course, if estate agents and letting agents form part of your ideal customer base, if they're the type of people that you want to actually work for. So what we do, and what we will be doing probably about this time next week, is we send out a letter to all of our existing letting agents and estate agents, and it simply explains to them the arrangements that we have for over the Christmas period. So in other words, the periods that we may be closed, the hours that we may be working, and when additional charges kick in for emergency call out. And that's a very simple letter. It's a nice thing to do. It keeps people informed of what it is that we're doing and what our availability is over the Christmas period. It also sort of jogs their memory if they've forgotten to let their landlords or their tenants know if they're going to be closed, and they need to provide them with an emergency list of contact numbers, which is something we suggest in the letter. Then it jogs their memory to go ahead and do that, and to issue that contact list to their landlords and to their tenants. And as I say, that's a really nice thing to do for existing customers, and it works very well for us. And again, it's just another little touch point for people that we're already working with. But here's the trick, here's the tip. What I also do is I will pick a selection of local estate agents who haven't used my services and that I have wanted to use my services. And I send them the exact same letter as if they were an existing customer. Now, they receive the letter, and from what I can gather and how it's worked well for me in the past, is that many of them actually hang on to the letter and use me as another point of contact. And where this has served me well in the past is that when they haven't been able to get hold of their own regular people in a hurry, when it's needed over the Christmas period, they have been able to pick up the phone and get hold of one of us. And that way, if we can serve them, which we would often, if it's a new person, we'd often go out of our way and bend over backwards to try and do that. Now, remember, I'm not talking about just domestic customers, I'm talking about estate agents, letting agents, so that we could start to build relationships with them. Then we would bend over backwards to actually try and accommodate their request. And 9 times out of 10, guys, you know this yourself, what is an emergency for a tenant might not necessarily be a major job for you. It could be going out and changing a fuse wire. It could be going out and resetting an RCD. Oftentimes, it's a very simple thing. But the estate agents, managing agents, letting agents are very grateful for getting that headache out of the way, because you can imagine the picture of a tenant around the Christmas period who has no lights or no power, and they're calling the estate agent's emergency number over and over and over and over again, and creating a bit of a headache for the agent. So if you can respond to that kind of thing quickly, and particularly if you respond to it very quickly for somebody who you've not worked for before, you very quickly move up their list of recommended people, their list of people that they will use. And as I said, that has served me well in the past, particularly around this time of year. And it's one of the ways that I've actually managed to get a number of the estate agents that we now have regular work with, because I was able to respond at a time when they needed me, when they needed somebody. Not only did I respond, I responded quickly. I was providing them with an update and a report so that they knew what was done, what else needed to be done, and so on and so forth. So that's just the little tip there, the little trick that I use, is that the letter I send to my regular estate agents and letting agents, I also send to the ones that I want to work with, as if they are an existing customer. So I'm not sending it is an advertisement, guys, but I'm not sending it as oh, please think about using us over the Christmas period. You know, it is a letter that simply explains, over the Christmas period, these are our hours of work, this is the rate we'll be charging for hours outside of the norm, and these are the days or the hours that we will be shut and won't be responding. It's as if we're an old friend, as if we have been working for them all along. So something for you to use if you'd like to. There you go. And I will be talking to you between now and Christmas. So until the next time, continue to learn and grow, and I'll see you in the next video.